want instant gratification. We want our dopamine hit.
Especially women, because they're promised that they should be happy no matter what. That's a big one. That's like so many girls. I'm not happy anymore.
Happiness.
Like they think they literally, guys. I can't tell you how many times girls. I deserve to be happy. I don't hear men saying that dumb shit.
Yeah.
I only hear women say that. Sorry, Troy. I didn't mean to cut you.
No, you're right. And marriage is. Like you've got to be realistic about life. It's not going to be happy the whole time. You're not going to be blissfully partying the whole time. There's going to be times when it's fucking hard, and that's what our parents and our grandparents did, right? You went through it, you stuck it out, but there's no incentive now to stick it out. Actually, the incentive is the opposite. The incentive is don't stick it out. Look, you saw that Emily Ratajkowski video. Did you see that Emily Ratajkowski? When she was saying basically.
She's invisible now.
It's good to be divorced.
The older model.
Oh yes. That's her name.
She's saying if you're divorced in your 20s, congratulations.
Unbelievable.
It's good. You deserve to be happy, whatever. And it's like that's and Mia Khalifa did something similar as well. I think recently, and that's the culture that we're in now.
Yeah.
I think the best way to crystallize this, because this is a lot of information for a lot of people. It's like drinking out of a fire hose. Like I was joking with you guys earlier.
The hater reaction channels ain't going to give you all this kind of stuff.
No, they're definitely not going to do it. But generally, when women are young and attractive, they tend to go after the men that they want. When they start to lose their sexual market value, they go after the men they need. The problem is, here's the thing. The problem, the man that women want and need are no longer the same man. It used to be the same man.
Yeah.
If you were a good Christian young man, you went to college, Bible college, whatever the case may be, got a job at the skilled.
You were a nice guy. Yes, you had a good trade,
and you were rewarded with a woman who was worth that.
Yep.
But women are not worth that anymore. Here's the problem: guys still think that women are worth this, despite all of the evidence to the contrary. So just understand that in the West, women are looking for two men. They're looking for two men, but they think they can find it in one. They never can. That's why they hop from guy to guy to guy, because they think the next one is going to be the best. No, that's the one you want, Oh, wait a minute. I'm 32 and I've got 2 kids. I need to find a guy I need.
And I'll take it a step further. A lot of these tradcons will tell you, oh, no, man, marry that woman, etc. Bro, God, Jesus couldn't even, right? Whether it's you guys want to say Jesus or Allah, whoever, they can't even save these hoes. You think you're going to be able to fucking do it? As Minister Jap says, like, no, y'all are not going to be able to do it. So it's like, bro, like, just identify the women that are worthy and identify the women that aren't worthy, and don't give the women that aren't worthy a relationship. But these tradcons will sit there and tell you, like, oh, you could make, she could be a good woman or get married or whatever. Like, no, fuck that shit. I want guys to be in a position of advantage where they pick the best girl based off of what they want to do and their experience. Not being pigeon-toed to, I gotta go ahead and commit to this girl even though she's not the ideal candidate because of God. No, fuck that shit. Because she's not gonna play by those rules if she chooses not to. You go ahead and you're religious and you're devout and you're like, I'm doing this for God, I'm doing this for religion. Then you find out that she changes her mind and says, no, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and be atheist and I'm gonna divorce. Fuck this shit. I know it's still death do us part, but you know what, I'm not happy anymore. I'm gonna leave.
Listen, I did it.
Fuck that shit.
People can change. However, they can change back.
Yes.
So ultimately, you're going to be screwed no matter what you do. You're going to be screwed.
Because do you think that vetting is realistic? Because my problem with the idea of vetting, I think you should do it.
Yes.
I think there's some obvious red flags. If she's like a junkie and she's got a billion tattoos or whatever the fuck, there's some obvious things you could look out for.
Yeah.
However, I do think that you don't know, even if she's super sweet and for 6 months, a year, 2 years, you don't know how she's going to react in the long term under pressure.
Well, that's why you have to vet her. Well, this is why you have to vet her for long term.
So you have to vet her for a long term.
Yeah. See, so many guys are lazy. They think. See, this is the thing, guys. What you guys have to understand is that hoes have more practice acting like a good girl than actual good girls. Hoes know how to move in bed. They know how to they do things with their vaginas. They know that if they make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that separates them from 95% of women. No, guys, what you have to understand is don't be lazy. You should vet a woman for no less than 1 year. No less than 1 year. If it's less than a year, guys, you're doing yourself a disservice. That's all there is to that.
Yeah.
I would add as well, just to vetting, on some level, you need more time, like Donovan said, but also as well, remember, if it doesn't work in your favor, you're not putting yourself first, it doesn't matter. So, for example, let's say you've had a girl for like 2, 3, 4 years, right? She can still change to somebody else on the 6th year.
Yeah.
However, if you put yourself first, okay, I'm not going to marry her by the state, I'll marry her by the church. I'm not going to give her access to all my life. I'll give her some access.
There you go.
So you're putting yourself first, but not barrier there so she can't hurt you in the, I want to say, immediate long run.
Yeah.
I'll also say this: what men need to, and I know it's hard, guys. When there's a girl you really like, you've been with her for 4 months, you guys have to understand. Don't be in a rush. men have an hourglass and women have an hourglass. The sand in our hourglass moves a lot slower than women. Women, they got to get a move on because their shit goes very, very quickly. A lot of guys say, well, I don't want to waste 2 years with the same girl. You're talking like a woman. And here's another thing, guys. Here's another thing. There's no such thing as good women or bad. Now, are there good women in the world? Of course. Are there truly bad women in the world? Absolutely. But most women are either high risk, low risk, or somewhere in between.
Yeah.
If a girl has purple hair and a bunch of tattoos, okay, that doesn't necessarily mean she's she might be a good person, maybe a bad girlfriend, right? So the higher the risk she appears to have, the more you have to vet her and mitigate those risks. But don't think of women as good or bad. Look at a girl and say, okay, from what I see, is she high risk? Or is she lower risk? The higher the risk, the more game you have to have. The lower the risk, the more traditional you can be.
Okay. Well said.
I like it.